to shine, start a fire. Girl, I'll be the first in line. Oh, and baby, when our stars align, we can't get no higher. You just give me a sign. Come on, get loud, let it out, shout it out from the rooftops. Come on, get loud till the shut us down. Oh yeah, yeah. Come on, get loud, loud, let it out, show me everything that you got. Come on, get loud, loud, I need you now. Baby, let me hear it loud.
And that was an up-and-coming band called R5 singing their new single called Loud. Hey guys, I'm Marwan DJ Bliss. Now, Hollywood's brightest stars dressed up to the nines for their biggest night of the year. Dina, I gotta ask you, what was your favorite Oscar moment?
Hey Marwan, definitely Seth MacFarlane's Ode to the Losers. That was hilarious.
That was good, but I gotta say the one that really tops it for me, and you know I like jokes, right?
Yeah.
Is the fact that Jennifer Lawrence fell.
That was so awful. I couldn't breathe for that moment. Well, we have the backstage reaction on that one, including all of the best red carpet action and hot moments from the main event. It may have been for a film about a fake movie, but Ben Affleck's Argo earned a very real prize, Best Picture at the Academy Awards. From the White House, First Lady Michelle Obama joined Jack Nicholson to help present the final prize. In Share the Wealth mode, Oscar voters spread Sunday's honors among a range of films, with Argo winning 3 trophies, but Life of Pi leading with 4. British actor Daniel Day-Lewis became the first person to win 3 Best Actor awards, taking the trophy for his monumental performance as Abraham Lincoln in the Civil War saga Lincoln. Backstage, the actor still looked like he was in shock.
It's really hard to imagine doing anything after this.
Hunger Games star Jennifer Lawrence triumphed in Hollywood's big games, winning the Best Actress as a damaged soul in Silver Linings Playbook, but unfortunately took a fall on her way to the stage, tripping on the steps.
You guys are just standing up because you feel bad that I fell, and that's really embarrassing.
Backstage, Lawrence was also questioned about her stumble.
What went through my mind when I fell down? A bad word that I can't say that starts with F.
Ang Lee pulled off a major upset, winning Best Director for the shipwreck story Life of Pi, taking the prize over Steven Spielberg, who had been favored for Lincoln.
I really want to thank you for believing this story and share this incredible journey with me.
Anne Hathaway hefted her own golden statue with a supporting actress Oscar win as a doomed mother-turned-prostitute in the musical Les Miserables. The star gave an emotional interview backstage.
I had a dream. And it came true.
Christoph Waltz won his second supporting actor Oscar for a Tarantino film, this time as a bounty hunter in the slave revenge saga Django Unchained. Tarantino also won his second Oscar for original screenplay for Django. The foreign language prize went to Austrian filmmaker Michael Haneke's old-age love story Amour, which had been a major surprise with 5 nominations, including picture, director, and original screenplay for Haneke, and Best Actress for Emmanuelle Riva, who turned 86 on Sunday and would be the oldest acting winner ever. After the Oscars, it was a quick dash to the annual Grosvenor's Ball, where winners get to get their names engraved into their Oscars. Winners Ben Affleck, Anne Hathaway, and Adele all queued up with their awards. Meanwhile, Oscar nominee Quentin Janae Wallace, the youngest person ever to be nominated for an Oscar, took to the dance floor. For British singer Adele, winning the Best Song prize came as a big surprise.
No, I mean, it was amazing. I feel a little bit like an intruder, but it's an honour to be here.
And perhaps to avoid falling over again, Lawrence was spotted ditching her high heels at the Grosvenor's Ball.
Oh my God, Jennifer Lawrence is putting a pair of flip-flops on. That's amazing. I'm going to do that.
And after sitting through the 3.5-hour Academy Awards ceremony, the stars were ready to party. And the most exclusive bash of them all is the annual Vanity Fair celebration. Stars including John Travolta, Halle Berry, and Russell Brand attended the event at the Sunset Tower Hotel in West Hollywood. Upon arriving at the party, Travolta talked about his favorite parts of the award ceremony.
I love Streisand, I love Ang Lee, I love Shirley Bassey, and I loved the live performances I introduced. Yeah, those are, and I like the when Halle Berry came out. Come on, that was wild.
For comic actor Russell Brand, it was all about fellow Brit and Best Actor Academy Award winner Daniel Day-Lewis.
The moments of piercing sincerity, like Daniel Day-Lewis's authenticity and charm, that was really, really, very lovely.
Coming up, Twilight wins an armload of trophies, and Case 2 named the worst actress at the 33rd Razzies. Then we get candid with the Bollywood beauty Chitrangada Singh.
I only started modeling because it was good pocket money.
Plus, why she thinks her co-star John Abraham was the best choice for the movie I, Me, or May.
I think there is no one else who can play such an innocent jerk.
And we break down all the best fashion moments from this year's Oscars. That's all coming up next. And that was the very latest from Call Me Maybe Gal, Carly Rae Jepsen. The track is titled Tonight I'm Getting Over You. So basically you start off with a call and now it's all about getting over that person. Truly inspirational. Well, not really. Right then, still to come, we put Bollywood beauty Chitrangada Singh on the hot seat. Plus, we break down all the top red carpet styles from this year's Oscars. But first, Tinseltown celebrated its best and brightest, even the ones that fell on the way to the stage. At this year's 85th Annual Academy Awards, the Oscars, which is basically the complete opposite of what went down at the 33rd Razzie Awards, the dubious awards which honors the year's worst achievements in film.
The Twilight team finally has earned some love or loathing from Team Razzies. The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 2 was picked as last year's worst picture by the Razzies at an Academy Awards booth that hands out prizes for Hollywood's lousiest movies on the eve of the Oscars. The finale to the blockbuster supernatural romance dominated the Razzies with 7 awards, including Worst Actress for Kristen Stewart, Supporting Actor for Taylor Lautner, Director for Bill Condon, and Worst Screen Couple for Lautner and child co-star Mackenzie Foy. Adam Sandler was named Worst Actor for the raunchy comedy That's My Boy, his second straight win after 2011's Jack and Jill, which swept all 10 Razzie categories a year ago. Pop singer Rihanna won Worst Supporting Actress for action dud Battleship. The Twilight finale also won for Worst Screen Ensemble and Worst Remake, Ripoff, or Sequel. For Worst Picture, it beat out Battleship, That's My Boy, the family flick The Oogie Loves and the Big Balloon Adventure, and Eddie Murphy's comedy flop 1,000 Words.
Sorry, Twihards, I guess not everyone is a fan. But when it comes to Bollywood hottie Chitrangada Singh, we had everyone drooling. Dina, she was in Dubai, and I know you've got the update on this lowdown, right?
I do. Yes, she was in town to promote her latest movie, I, Me, or May, and I sat down with the model turned actress and the very yummy mummy to learn about the film and the shocking number of times that she was rejected.
You're so foolish.
Ishan's the best.
Lazy sap.
Best. I'm the best.
Good morning, sir.
It's basically based on relationships. And modern couples live in relationships. So my character Anushka is living in with Ishan, which has been played by John in the film, and so they've been together for 2-3 years, but things are not moving up. Even though she's someone who's very professionally very sound, she's very secure, but she's looking for some kind of family life now, wanting to root herself because she feels a little emotionally insecure. That's why if you see the trailer, she's banging doors and throwing things at John, at Ishan in the film, because he's sort of a man-child. And I've said this before that there's like he's got invisible diapers on. Indian men have a problem with that, I think, and that takes quite some time to get off. So she's trying to get him to understand what she's looking for. Let's meet the mother. Let's do this, but he's refusing to grow up.
A mother, a married woman, and a model-turned-actress, we couldn't help but wonder how this Bollywood beauty would handle such a situation.
How would I handle it? Not so good. I think I would be scattered completely. But ideally speaking, like you're asking me for an advice, I think patience is something that really works. A lot of times you have to give people their spaces to work out things emotionally, because the more you try and pull them towards yourself or towards into something, I think they want to pull away from you. So especially men.
मेरी लाइफ बिल्कुल easy और stress free है. मैं हूँ इतना अच्छा, तुम तो क्या? Any girl I know would do anything for me. तो अब से सोचना बंद करो, मैं तुम्हारे लिए सोचूंगा. मेरे बिना इस कंपनी का और तुम्हारा वही हाल होगा जो मिडल ऑफ द सी एक बिना कैप्टन के शिप का होता है. ऐसे सीसॉ करते मिलोगे.
हाय मैं खुद ही बोलते रहोगे या दूसरों को भी अपनी तारीफ करने का मौका दोगे?
I think when you see this film from a third perspective, you will see the mistakes you make, and you will see just how much of a jerk you've been in a relationship, and what all does a woman put up with. And I think that's why you value it. Because I totally agree. That I said about innocent jerk, I think a lot of times men don't realize what they're doing. They don't realize how much they affect women. They don't realize how much of a jerk they're being exactly. So I think when they come and see it, all the women will see that, they don't really do it knowingly. All the men will see just, that they shouldn't be doing what they do, and probably use this a little more than other things. Yeah.
And while on the subject of misbehaving men, we asked Chitrangada whether she thought her romantic interest in the film, Bollywood hunk John Abraham, was anything like his character in the movie.
I have to tell you this. The first time that we sat down and we did a reading, so my director Kapil Sharma in the film, and John and I are sitting and we're doing a reading, and Kapil is explaining me what Ishan is about. So he's saying, and John's like sitting and like listening, full frown and very serious. So he says, this guy is very selfish and he's self-obsessed and he can only think of himself, and he's somebody who's commitment phobic, and John's going like that. I was like, you must really relate with this character, don't you? Like, yeah, man, I do. And he didn't even get the joke, and like in the same breath, like, yeah, totally. So seriously, I think there is no one else who can play such an innocent jerk.
साला मेरी टेरिटरी में घुस रहा है.
हम यहाँ क्या कर रहे हैं?
हम अपनी टेरिटरी मार्क कर रहे हैं.
कुत्ते लोग भी यही करते हैं ना? पेड़ के नीचे सुसु करके अपना टेरिटरी मार्क करते हैं.
While Chitrangada continues to work her way up Bollywood stardom, she insists her journey to fame was not an easy one.
I had never ever thought of being an actor. Never. I only started modeling because it was good pocket money. It was good, seriously. And that too is a weird thing. I was being ragged at college. And during ragging, they put me in some, when they rag you in India, back home. So I had some 40 plaits. And it was oil. So it was a drip check, okay? So if they came and touched your hair like that, if oil didn't drip, so they would come and actually pour oil on you. So you had to put that yourself. So it was horrible. So they forced me to go like that into a fashion show because they wanted to laugh at me. But they thought I was pretty decent. So I got into the college fashion show team. Then I started modeling, and then good pocket money. Somebody saw some pictures. I did a music video, got a film audition. So it's really just happened like that for me. So films have just really given me another life.
But of all the stories that Chitrangada surprised us with, nothing shocked us more than learning that she was rejected as a flight attendant. Not once, but 3 times.
Yes. That was the first time that after I passed out, graduated, I was so sure that I'm going to get a job. And I told my mom that, we were living in Meerut, so that's like about 80 kilometers from Delhi. So I was going to Delhi for a job interview to be an air hostess. And I was so sure, like, I'm going to get it, So I told mom, I'm going to come back with a job. So I got rejected. And I thought, let me try again. And there was another airline. I got rejected. I applied to the airline again. And I got rejected. So I got rejected 3 times. Thank you, all of you who rejected me, because I'm so glad I'm sitting here and giving this interview today, and I can talk about that.
दरवाजा नहीं खुल रहा. लगता कुछ जैम हो गया.
जैम नहीं हुआ ईशान, मैंने लॉक किया है. क्यों? And you are not welcome here anymore.
Coming up, stars go total glam for the 85th Academy Awards.
It is a different look.
Jessica Chastain tries to make sense with her dress.
Definitely felt it was a happy birthday, Mr. President kind of dress.
While power couple Michael and Catherine get ready for business.
It's a bit of a working night, but it's a great one as always at the Oscars.
Love fest. All that and more coming up next.
Stars are never sleeping. Dead ones and the living.
And that was the very latest from music legend David Bowie, titled The Stars. And speaking of stars, I heard that this year's Oscars red carpet was one of the hottest places to be in terms of fashion. Dina, break it down for us.
All I can say is there were a lot of statements made this year. Helen Hunt rocked up in H&M, Kristen Stewart accessorized with crutches, Jennifer Lawrence's dress made her fall, and the woman who stole the show, she wasn't even at the Oscars.
Hollywood's Night of Nights did not disappoint its starstruck fans as the Academy Awards nominees hit the red carpet on Sunday night in stunning gowns and tuxedos. But by the end of a long Oscars telecast, the only person who could have stolen the fashion conversation was First Lady Michelle Obama, and she did. She presented the Best Picture award almost at the stroke of midnight Sunday via video stream in a silver Naeem Khan gown. It was a sort of Cinderella-style moment that red carpet watchers hunger for. Until then, the most heated chatter about the Academy Awards was the bold-faced battle between Giorgio Armani and Dior Haute Couture. Armani could claim some big wins. The designer dressed Jessica Chastain, Naomi Watts, and Quvenzhané Wallis. Dior dressed Jennifer Lawrence and Charlize Theron, both who hit it right in white. In a glistening copper-toned strapless gown, Jessica Chastain looked like an old-world glamorous movie star, especially with her oversized vintage Harry Winston diamond earrings and bright red lipstick.
I chose it because to me it was a throwback to like the glamour of old Hollywood, and you know, I definitely felt it was a Happy Birthday, Mr. President kind of dress.
Naomi Watts wore a gunmetal beaded gown with a geometric cutout on the bodice, also by Armani. Quvenzhané Wallis wore an Armani Jr. navy blue dress with black navy and silver jewels scattered on the skirt and a big bow on the back. Jennifer Lawrence was the belle of the ball in a white and pale pink strapless gown with fitted bustier and a poofy hemline and a delicate long necklace that hung down in the back. Charlize Theron was sleek in an angular strapless dress with a fashion-right peplum and a buzz-cut hairdo. Another look that had people talking was Anne Hathaway's pale pink Prada dress, which had a strategically open back. Nicole Kidman wore a beaded and eye-catching Loren Scott creation, Halle Berry went for Versace, and Stacy Keibler chose a Naeem Khan gown. Beaded gowns had a strong presence worn by Sandra Bullock in a fully embroidered Elie Saab, Renee Zellweger in a sleek Carolina Herrera, and Adele in Jenny Packham. Helen Hunt wore a little bit of her conscience along with her blue column gown from H&M. She chose it because it was both accessible and because the company had launched a substantial green initiative. She did wear it, however, with hundreds of thousands of dollars of borrowed jewels. Amy Adams said her dress was a departure from previous Oscar gowns.
It is a different look. It was Oscar de la Renta, and I'm wearing Mauer jewelry. You know, I've been here before, and I've always worn sort of more column-style dresses, and I don't know, I've never worn a ball gown, and I thought, you know, it's the Oscars.
For the men, the trend was beards, with George Clooney, Bradley Cooper, Ben Affleck, and Tommy Lee Jones among them. While on the red carpet, Jennifer Lawrence and Sally Field said they felt a sense of relief that the award season was almost over.
Now it's been such a stressful 2 months. It's just so hard, and I think in the car I finally realized it's all over, and I just feel so much relief just from that's carrying me into tonight. And then the nerves will hit, and I'll almost throw up, probably. That's what happens every time I'm sitting up. Because I have a fear of speaking in front of people, and I have to present, so, oh God, here it is. All right, it's there.
While arriving, Ben Affleck said he was irked at first not to be nominated for Best Director for Argo, but he's since let that go.
I first, we were nominated for picture and we got 7 nominations, and among them was not a nomination for me as director. I did officially feel really disappointed and embarrassed because everybody said, "Oh, you're going to get it," and I thought, God, I don't even know. It's just going to all be disappointing. And now I feel so loose and free. I've just kind of let it go.
Jessica Chastain, who was nominated for Best Actress for Zero Dark 30, said she couldn't believe how fortunate she was to be up for an award 2 years in a row.
It's incredible. I mean, last year, I was nominated last year, and my movies have only been out for 2 years. And when I was walking on the carpet, it was like, there's a fog, I can't really see, everything was in slow motion. And this year, it is vivid. I see every color, every smell, every sound. It's incredible. I can't believe this has happened again. It's a dream come true. I've worked for so long, for so hard, and to have 2 years to get to be on this carpet, it's a dream come true.
Amy Adams, who was also nominated in the Best Actress in a Leading Role category for her role in The Master, said she really doesn't dwell on whether she'll win an Oscar or not.
I honestly don't think about it. I know that sounds like a real canned answer, but I don't think about winning an Oscar, especially when you're working, you don't think about it, and even here tonight, I'm not thinking about it. Just thinking about not having people step on my train and having a really good time.
Married actors Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones said they were on the clock at this year's telecast. Zeta-Jones performed a number from Chicago while Douglas presented an award.
It's a bit of a working night, but it's a great one as always at the Oscars.
Love fest. And that's a wrap from us over here. But before I go, I just want to remind you to make sure you check out our Facebook page for more entertainment news over there, and feel free to leave messages on there as well. Before I go, I'm going to leave you with a trailer for Halle Berry's new movie. It's called The Call. Enjoy watching it, and we'll catch you all next week. Good night.
I'm on my way home now. Love you too. Bye. Oh my God.
911, where's your emergency?
I'm in the trunk. I've been kidnapped.
There's no location. It's a disposable, no chip.
Please help me.
I don't know what to do.
Okay, listen. For us to help you, I need you to help me.
We're gonna fight.
Can you tell if you're on a freeway or
Surface Street.
freeway? Okay, keep the tail lights out.
I did it.
Good work. I want to see if any other car is going to be able to notice you. Now find a release lever.
Please, I've been kidnapped.
Open the door now!
Listen to me. Do not hurt that little girl. You don't have to do this.